So he plays pretty high tempo, pretty...
Very high tempo now. Ever since he picked up Pyra and Mythra, his results skyrocketed. He's getting like top 8s now. He's like doing very well. He's gatekeeping players now, and he's like a very, very dangerous player as it stands right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so what you're saying is that this might be the last Arcadian he's eligible for, or especially if, I mean, right, he keeps up this fast start early, and Cloud, right, is a character people are talking about as, you know, is this character better than Pyra Mythra along with Roy, right? Where does the Swordy tier list come down? With this character's best strength being his neutral, being his juggle game, but in the Aegis matchup, the Aegis kind of just doesn't really, like, she just kind of removes those things from the equation.
Right. Being a rushdown character with a sword is actually a hugely beneficial thing to be in this game, because especially against a character like this who plays a little bit campier, going to be looking for something here. LetItRain cannot play defensively enough to outlast Save's aggression. And
I was going to say, right, like, as well, on top of that, right, Aegis is disadvantaged. Like, Cloud can't really go off as far as a lot of other characters to take full advantage of Aegis's poor disadvantage, and instead, right, you have Foresight, right, so you can't camp them out with Blade Beam, you have superior range, you have superior kill power, you have superior frame data. It just can be a little rough sometime, and Save is just playing it so perfectly. I love the way he's weaving between the both of these fighters.
Yeah, for sure. And looking for some of these big callouts as well. That's going to be a fair. Looking for the back end as well, and that's almost going to kill too. LetItRain fully charged on the limit, but he's got to pull the trigger quickly because you don't have all the time in the world to do so. Still need 140. It's just like, almost would be a waste at this point.
And Save's routes out of disadvantage with this character have been so good, but you know how you stop someone with great routes? You just put him straight into the blast zone. Really good stuff, finding the dash attack there from LetItRain. And now, though, he's got to find his way out of the corner, but Save getting a little over-aggressive and just letting him get out uncontested there.
Right, and now we're looking for one of these combo starters. Save doing a great job of trying to get something here, but LetItRain bursts out of the corner, doing a great job of taking some damage onto Save right now, just as a form of revenge, trying to get himself back into this fight. In a tenable situation, can he survive here? The limit is going to be, I think it could be a deal breaker here.
Yep, and there we see the, that footstool not intentional, as you saw with the buffer down air coming out afterwards, but almost finding the stock regardless. However, Rain just hasn't been able to really close out these advantage states, really hasn't been able to capitalize. It feels like he's getting 1 or 2 hits, and all of a sudden Save is back, or sorry, Aegis is back in neutral.
Yeah. Okay, now we got to get a punish here, and that's going to be a nice little hit. Yep, goes high to avoid getting caught up in that, because then that basically null and voids your opportunity for that punish. Now, a forward throw will get you off stage, but not very far, so you're still okay. Able to save that jump and get yourself back into this.
Yep, interesting rising up airs there from Aegis coming out, because as we saw, right, Cloud can, pretty much any character can get underneath them if you space it just right. However, speaking of spacing, really good job on that back air there by Cloud. However, it's not going to matter too much, and both these players just slowing things down, looking patient, both playing defensive, knowing that each of their stocks are just a hit or two away from being taken and wanting to capitalize on the lead.
Foresight! You gotta spend some money, man, if you want to make this play, all right?
I mean, he had the foresight to see that blade beam coming and was just, you know, said,
that's so good.
I paid $5.99. You did
definitely paid some money for that one.
But Cloud says, hold on, I was DLC 2 once upon a time. Check out my
I still got it. Don't worry. You can teach an old dog new tricks sometimes.
Yep, and just finding that fair into the combo starter dash attack, but not able to find the extension or the juggle afterwards. However, finding the grab ab, Aegis getting a little too aggressive moving in here. But both these players, their nerves starting to get to them, right? They're starting to make these mistakes. They're starting to either play super defensively and just play to not get hit, or play super aggressively and getting called out for it.
But we're looking for like this down air, and like, I mean, honestly, like the Pyra down air is going to lead into so much here, especially whether it's on ledge or not. Going to have to go for the side B, and it goes for a higher option. This is not going to be great. This is where things start to fall apart for anyone who is an Aegis player. You get put off stage, and then your time is so limited that all of a sudden the grains of sand fall beneath the hourglass, and you just feel yourself slipping away.
I'm going to be honest. For how good the recovery routes were earlier, I'm really surprised we didn't see the switch back to Pyra there, because yeah, you're still in that same situation where you're vulnerable to down air, but you're able to drift back a little bit further, go past them, and then try and at least threaten with the with the up B on its way back down to grab ledge.
Speaking of threaten, you missed it, but let it rain with the point at the camera, the finger across the throat.
I saw it.
Easily. The taunt IRL. Will Save be able to pay it back in time?
So, there's an old saying in Smash, which is taunt to get bodied.
That's
True
right.
combo. So let's see if...
But that's typically for in-game. We'll find out if the IRL equivalent is true.
I mean,
we'll have to find out.
Listen, I don't know that we can talk about what happens outside the venue after the event, but in-game, we're going to see whether it's a true combo. Oh, let's see if Save can bring this to a Game 3 here on Small Battlefield, or if Let It Rain can execute on that taunt and close it out with a clean 2-0.
And there's a reason we go to Small Battlefield for Aegis, right? Like, the Mythra combo extensions are great, right? They are very good, but Pyra... we talk about all of the platform extensions you can get here with Pyra, all the big callouts, the easy stocks that you can get. You just put them in a tech situation on platform, and you just press a button, you win. Honestly, you just literally face roll your controller, and it's like, yeah, I caught him.
Yeah, and while this stage in a lot of matchups is very good for Cloud, right? The fact that you can't play as defensively against Aegis here, and that she can just mash her superior frame data in your face, and then you have to be so scared because once she switches to Pyra, you just explode.
Yeah, and now we're looking for another one of these callouts. I mean, Save going a little bit aggressive when he knows that Let It Rain is kind of like back against the corner, but Let It Rain is not afraid to throw out those big haymakers like that forward air.
Yeah, no, both these players, or this game, it feels like getting a little bit more, following up. They're both a little antsy. They both want this. You see them both making these commitments, but I feel like Let It Rain's taunt really, he's making good on that promise. He is playing with confidence.
Let It Rain is easily one of the best commentators that play in our region. Easily. This guy gets top 8 sometimes.
You shouldn't have said anything.
Crazy. Okay, it's okay. It's fine. We're back to even. Let It Rain still finding a nice little play here. I mean, I really think that as of right now, Save is hard pressed to find the answers because Let It Rain, the Cloud is still showing up. Cloud is still a great character.
Yeah, no, this character's neutral. And just the amount of damage he puts on with each stray hit is just so immense. But it doesn't matter if you just can never play the game, which is what Aegis is doing right here. Save finding this extended juggle, but not able to capitalize and get Cloud off stage. Finally doing so here, but the Limit Blade Beam going to come in clutch, allowed Let It Rain to find his way back to Save and put Save in the reversal.
And doing a great job of running up, canceling the dash, and then going for the F tilt, right? Canceling out that dash allows him to get more pressure here. And look at all of this pressure. And Let It Rain doing such a great job.
And the empty full hop into the double jump back air to call out the up B was so smart by Let It Rain. He's definitely started to catch on to Save's habits here just a little bit, especially when Save likes to come in with these aerials, which is oftentimes where Aegis players can get predictable. They like to come in with the same aerials over and over and over. They all have their favorite combo starters, and Let It Rain did a really good job calling him out.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. People think of Pyra F Smash, but Mythra is, she's packing some guns too. Don't worry about that. She's definitely going to be able to find that. It's a little bit scary there. I mean, Save almost didn't get that kill.
I want to say that F Smash, off the top of my head, is frame 7.
It's so fast.
And the fact, combined with reaction ledge trapping, right? There's just nothing you can do there. You input that roll option, and if they're patient, right, that's just see you later, buddy. I think there's a little bit too much commitment from Save off stage. When you see these edge guards looking for a low punish, right, with the Pyra. And Let It Rain is jumping every single time. I mean, if we see a call out, it could be good for Save, but we haven't yet. Right when the Cloud Renaissance started with Sparta, right, people were all talking about, oh my god, the way he saves his jump is so smart, even beyond what normal people do. Right. We're really seeing Let It Rain and use that same strategy here to its fullest, right? He's really saving this jump. He's willing to use anything else first, just to force commitments out of Save and find his way back uncontested.
They both tried to grab twice in a row. That was ridiculous. They are both using the same brain cell.
Listen, sometimes you just...
Oh my god! He got it!
Yeah. And
no way, we're going to game 3.
Those F smashes that swing down, right? The fact that they hit slightly below ledge is just kind of absurd sometimes.
Right.
And even though, as you were saying earlier, Pyra's supposed to be the one with the kill power. Mythra F smash Mythra F Smash has been so good for so long that I want to say it was nerfed. I want to say they nerfed the kill power on it
If
slightly.
they did, I don't know. Nerfing a DLC character doesn't sound right, but I mean, I don't know. I've been
She
proven
did get
wrong before.
slight nerfs, so
Yeah.
and but I'll trust you on that one. After all, it is in the name. Sorry.
Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, so I think in this game 3,
Only you alone can save us from Steve.
I'm not the hero you want me to be.
Okay, I'll just call VV up from New York then.
Okay, cool.
He's a hero player. Anyways.
So Save versus LetItRain game 3. This is looking pretty tight, but we are sticking with it. Same characters. I wouldn't expect anything else. Obviously, we've been on the Pyra Mythra so long. They're such a good character. There's really no reason not to do this. And we're going to Town and City. There's a reason we like this with the Cloud pick, because obviously the backer is going to be very, very potent, killing up the side. There is still a lot more that you can be doing in survival mode, like DIing, but also just like getting the blast zones higher up on the ceiling so you don't die to like down air up smash.
However, Aegis' ability to just move around you on this stage, it really catch your landings on these platforms, or find her own movement mix-ups, and the advantages that both side platform layouts give in letting her get back to stage as well shouldn't be understated. Plus, when it's FD, I think the stage actually does favor Aegis, right? Like that chic-ass ability to just hold forward and just outframe data.
I would like to say that, but it can also make like vertical combos very volatile, and Cloud is great at those. Still, air dodge getting called out. Thought maybe the platform might have come in clutch, but nope, no save here. Save is going to get you that stock, and that's going to be a nice lead for them in game number 3.
Yeah, no, and no lead, right, should, especially when there's a stock difference, should be understated. However, right, it only matters if you can rack on that extra credit, find a little bit of that secret sauce, and so far, Save's doing a good job. 35 is certainly nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, but still catching some of these techs as well. You have the ability to just run so quickly on the ground to follow up these rolls, and getting out of that, and then still gets right back up and LetItRain's face, and he's just going to let it rip. It was a little bit of a panic reaction, it looked like I got to do this now or else I might die.
Yeah, the fact that the save that they were able to find their way out of that limit cross slash is just absurd. That move, even with great SDI, is so hard to get out of. And now just the Pyra stock looking for that down air, trying to find something a little easy. And now it's just, you have to be so scared. But off stage, this is where Aegis can really get the short end of the carrot, and the footstool and the back air covering every single option nerf.
You sure that wasn't intentional before? This time I think it definitely was.
I think that was intentional.
This definitely was.
I don't think the down air was.
The earlier one.
But I think that one was. I think that covered everything.
Now he's starting to realize, like, oh, I can do this. I can actually go up and challenge these, because they are very footstool vulnerable, particularly Mythra.
Yeah, no, you know, like making like Mario just for a second, right? Hopping on your head, stomping you like a Goomba. It doesn't matter how much money you paid. Nobody's immune to that. And just trying to find a way back to stage, save on tournament stock. Let this early lead slip away from them, but if they find just 1 or 2 more hits, they're going to be right back into this. And yeah, as you were saying, limit being gone is huge for them right now.
Yeah, that was a take time out. Obviously went for that blade beam, just hoping that maybe he could use the last little bit of it, but it was too late. And now that limit's going to be gone by the wayside, going to be having to charge it. And 152, you still have the ability to like do some stuff here. Cloud with Rage can be very, very dangerous, especially on Town and City. This is your counter pick for a reason.
Yep, and the issue with Pyra, right?
He's dead!
Oh no, and that wasn't even in. You saw him come out of hit stun in the magnifying glass at the very end there. He pushed a button and his momentum got conserved, and so where ordinarily he would have been able to hold, just buffer jump and jump out of the blast zone there, the switch killed him. That was so unfortunate.
I feel so bad for him. That is horrible.
Yeah.
That is horrible. He is seeded he is one of the higher seeds of this tournament.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the number 2 seed in the whole bracket also already in losers as well. There's been some huge upsets earlier.
Love it. The O2ers are coming out today, baby. Upsets galore. Would you expect anything else?
No,
this is a free-for-all. 256 people are here. We all know that when the top players are away, the O2ers will play, and we are going to go.
And when you count side events, when you count doubles, when you count everything else, we actually have 283 people registered. We